We're in Garner State Park in the Texas Hill Country, and we're about to hike that.
We left early this morning for Concan, Texas, home of Garner State Park, to hike Old Baldy. What time did I say sunrise was? 7:47. So 3 minutes. Look how thick that is. It's 55 degrees. We showed up just a little bit early. Low and Ryan.
And over here is where the hiking is, and there's Old Baldy up in that corner.
And as usual, you got to check in with park headquarters, pay your entry fee or show them your annual pass, provide license plates, and grab a map. That is some spectacular river. I thought I was partial to the Guadalupe, but
it's beautiful.
The Frio,
isn't it?
the Frio is just beautiful. It's about 8:34 now, Sunday morning. Garner State Park was constructed in the 1930s by the Civilian Conservation Corps, established by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. It was to provide employment to young men during the Great Depression and to help establish public lands.
The Merrells feel like pillows.
It's a nice plug.
I'm talking in a quiet voice because all of the campers are still sleeping, but we're here at the Old Baldy Trailhead, and just, if you notice, there is a sign. You also pick up the White Rock Cave Trail from this trailhead. So that White Rock Cave Trail goes to the right, Old Baldy to the left. Everyone that hikes this trail has shown you this sign, but we're out here too, so we're gonna show you the sign as well.
Here's the sign. All right, so we've just begun the ascent at the Old Baldy Trail. Already breathing heavily. It's a pretty steep ascent. All right, to let you know that you're still on the official trail, and you see these throughout. It's about 9:30 in the morning, and temperatures in the 50s, or was probably in the 60s now. You can see the low-lying valley morning mist. All right.
Well, how'd you like the first 25 yards?
I was thinking about taking up bingo instead of hiking. That's a pretty steep ascent, all of 25 yards.
You go straight up right from the moment that you get on the trail. So we're gonna keep on moving. Looks a little more level for the next 20 yards.
Fingers crossed.
This is awesome.
Dipping into the tree line, it suddenly gets quite dark. The sun though poking through the trees. Erica's really struggling, but I'm doing fine.
It's almost ponytail time.
Things are getting serious around here.
I'm coming.
We're
Old
still
Baldy.
on the Old Baldy, not Body, although I suppose it could be both. And it's a pretty steep ascent. We understand it's not a particularly long trail. It's the first time we've ever been here. But it's pretty steep, and we had some heavy rains over the weekend. So weather is clear today, but everything is muddy and very slick. You okay?
Yep. I'm making it.
All told, the hike to the summit of Old Baldy is a 1.1 mile steep and strenuous trail. You're gaining approximately 450 feet of elevation. Almost there.
Yeah.
Look at the view behind.
It's amazing. Woo.
Y'all would love it up here. It is absolutely beautiful. If you've not been, Garner State Park, Old Baldy, massive panoramic views, early in a fall morning. It's gorgeous. Frio River, boy. quite a precipitous drop off the cliffs here in Garner State Park on Old Baldy. Need to watch that first step, it's a doozy. Kayaker in the Frio River. Hey, let's get going and get to the summit. So just a little video proof that we
did it.
Summited Old Baldy Summit, elevation 849 feet. What time do you have?
I have 10:15 a.m.
Well, reporting from the summit of Mount Old Baldy,
Mount Baldy.
is Tenzing Norgay and Sir Edmund Hillary.
We made it.
It wasn't all that terrible, really.
No.
All right, where's the bathroom? It seems it's a Texas thing. He's basking in the morning sun.
Mm-hmm.
We're still on top of Old Baldy, and this is just a little cave. We're not even sure really what it's called. It doesn't appear on any of the maps, but a local that was hiking up here with friends and family pointed it out, suggested we come over and take a look. It doesn't seem to be very deep. Sadly, there's already a little bit of graffiti spray painted on it, which is a shame. It's a little more tricky finding our way down than up. Foshi Trail, more uphill.
Here we go.
Yeah, we were just saying how much we preferred uphill to downhill. We've changed our minds. We're back to preferring downhill to uphill. It's a hiker's prerogative. That is steeper than it seems.
We came down the Old Baldy Trail, picked up the Foshi Trail, and now we're making our way up over another hill. But if you can see that flag up there, that's where we came from. And there's some folks making their way down on those cliffs. So definitely a rigorous but amazing hike.
Very much, and we're on our way to the Crystal Cave.
Yes.
All right, we'll see when we get there. It rained a few days ago, and we still have a lot of mud on this trail. We just stopped for a little break, a little refreshment, and to check out this view, which isn't bad. So at the end of today's hike, we're gonna go enjoy a beer somewhere, aren't we?
Yes. There's a good biker bar in Lakey that I think has just what we're going to be looking for.
Do you know the name of it offhand?
I don't.
Well, we've got a ways to go.
I can tell you when we get back to the car.
Well, we're going to the Crystal Cave first, then the car, and then the bar. Nice little stacked rock wall here. I would assume this was either one of the projects done by the CCC or privately by maybe a German landowner. I'm assuming that's this way.
Yes.
And we're going this way.
Yes.
So we are not taking the bird trail today. Mount Baldy. That's really a spectacular formation, isn't it?
It is. And we were on the edge of that cliff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The painted rock sign is to let you know that from this overlook there is a great view of Old Baldy. There's a lizard hideaway in here.
This is another goat trail.
I think they've probably added trails over the years.
We're on our way to find the Crystal Cave. Cool.
The Crystal Cave.
Mark is making his way into the Crystal Cave.
So this is about as far back as the Crystal Cave goes. It's actually tall enough to stand up in. All told, maybe about 30 yards from the opening, 35 yards or so from the opening all the way to the back. And because we've had some heavy rains the earlier part of this weekend, it's wet in here, damp, and I can feel water dripping on me. When light shines on parts of the Crystal Cave, it glitters because of quartz found in the rock formations. It is unfortunate that so many have tagged the walls of this cave with graffiti, but it is a human practice that goes back at least as long as the Romans. Romani ite domum. Now for the fun ascent. It is slicker than owl shit on a wet log. As I was saying, we came too far to not go all the way.
So Mark just crawled out of the Crystal Cave.
It's humid.
Very humid, very slippery. Mark, do you feel like you've earned that cold beer yet?
I would crawl over 50 yards of broken Shiner bottles for a cold one. I'd like you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, leave an interesting comment, one that one of us will respond to, and share it with somebody, and share it with a complete stranger. That's what I would like. There is a lot to see. I think this is worth coming back to. Multiple hikes. This would be one of the challenging grades that we've referred to. We were just saying what a steep grade this is through some very uneven footing, and it does put a lot of stress on your knees. Steep, trail, loose rocks. You're not kidding.
So we're at the end of the Crystal Cave Trail loop. We started down here, followed it around. The Crystal Cave is definitely one of the highlights of this park. You don't want to miss it. Then we went, followed the trail up to this point where we are now. You see the Frio River's here, so we're gonna actually start to make our way south. We're here at the Bridges Trailhead, and the Bridges Trail is a trail that we took off of the Foshi Trail when we were coming back from Old Baldy, headed to the Crystal Cave Trail. So this is a good trail. It's a connector trail that helps you find your way to the milestones of Garner State Park. The historic Garner Pavillon has hosted dances since the 1940s, and so you can bet there was a lot of two-stepping and Texas waltz that happened and continue to happen on that dance floor behind me.
That is Old Baldy. We were there this morning, and then we came across this ridge, and this afternoon we ended up here. Somewhere on that is the Crystal Cave. And then we continued on our way down, and we got some ice cream at the refectory.
If you're looking for interesting towns and trails and getting off the beaten track in the Texas Hill Country, be sure to follow Town and Trail. We post every week and go out and explore all of these hidden gems throughout the Hill Country. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next one.